Good evening, viewers. You're watching GW News Recap. I'm your anchor Azan Jamir, bringing to you the top stories of the week. Let's have a look at the stories that made it to the headlines. Nagaland has been left reeling from the brutal killing of 22-year-old basketball player Wihojono Zhao, whose body was discovered under horrifying circumstances near her home in Old Ministers Hill Colony, Kohima. All three under trial prisoners who escaped from District Jail Mokokchung in the early hours of October 30 were rearrested on October 31st evening. At least 9 devotees were killed and several others injured in a stampede at the Sri Venkateswara Swami Temple in Kasibuka, Srikakulam district on November 1. And now the news in details. Nagaland has been left reeling from the brutal killing of 22-year-old basketball player Wihojono Zhao, whose body was discovered under horrifying circumstances near her home in Old Minister Hill Colony, Kohima. The promising athlete who represented Nagaland at Under-23 National Basketball Championship was found dead on October 25, a day after she was reportedly left home to play basketball but never arrived at the venue. As per reports, her body was found hidden behind a ring well covered with sacked, discarded clothes and firewood, a discovery that sent shockwaves across Nagaland. The incident has ignited widespread outrage where several sport communities and civil society organizations held candlelight vigil honoring Zhao and calls for justice. Authorities has confirmed that a special investigation team has been formed to probe what is now being treated as a murder case. Southern Ankami Youth Organization, Nagaland Basketball Association and other students and women bodies along with various CSOs condemned the act and urge authorities to ensure justice. Rallies have been held across Kohima and other parts of state demanding justice and seeking women protection.
I'm just jealous of the angel around the throne. It's like a river attendeth my way. When sorrows like sea billows roll, sing, oh, the bliss of this glorious God.
The Dimapur police recovered 18 swab cases of suspected heroin weighing approximately 230 grams from a vehicle involved in a hit and run case on October 30. According to the police, the Wagoner vehicle bearing Assam registration number hit a Bolero at Dragoban Police Point, Dimapur and fled towards Katkati, Assam. A search operation was immediately launched and the officer in charge of Katkati police station was informed to look out for the vehicle in his jurisdiction. At around 3:20 p.m. on the same day, the Wagoner was found abandoned at Katkati and was subsequently towed back to Dragoban Police Point for spot verification. After the completion of the verification, the vehicle was unlocked and thoroughly searched in the presence of independent witnesses. During the search, the suspected contraband was found concealed inside a secret chamber of the vehicle. A case has been registered at East Police Station, Dimapur, and an investigation is ongoing. All three under trial prisoners who escaped from District Jail Mokokchung in the early hours of October 30 were rearrested on October 31st evening. Police confirmed that the trio were apprehended with the assistance of local volunteers from Chongdia village. The escapees have been identified as Sukam Ali, 20 years, Rashida Ali, 26, and Habibullah Islam, 21. The escapees were captured at around 4:30 p.m. near the Milak River in Chongdia village. Throughout the day, police had intensified search operations after receiving multiple inputs regarding movement in the area. Search teams were deployed along likely escape routes and assistance was sought from neighboring villages to block potential exits. According to STBO, a key role in the operation was played by Chongdia village, particularly the village youth patch task force responsible for community law and order. Earlier in the day, Mukokchung police had announced a cash reward of Rs 50,000 for credible information leading to the arrest of the fugitives. The trio have been taken back into custody at Mukokchung police station 2. Police have registered a separate case for the jailbreak, and the under trial prisoners will now face additional legal charges for escaping from lawful custody besides their earlier charges under Section 140 Clause 3 and 103 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. The Union government has approved advance release of Rs 20 crore to Nagaland as the second installment of the central share of the State Disaster Response Fund for the financial year 2025-26. The amount was approved by Home Minister Amit Shah. The fund aims to help the state provide immediate relief to people affected by heavy rainfall, flash floods and landslides during this year's southwest monsoon. In a statement, Home Ministry said that central government is standing shoulder to shoulder with the state governments during natural calamities and disasters and providing them all necessary support. The ministry added that during the ongoing financial year, the central government has already released Rs 15,554 crore to 27 states under the SDRF and Rs 2,267.44 crore to 15 states under the National Disaster Response Fund. In addition, Rs 4,571.30 crore have been disbursed from the State Disaster Mitigation Fund to 21 states and Rs 372.09 crore from the National Disaster Mitigation Fund to 9 states. The ministry further stated that the central government has also provided all logistic assistance, including deployment of requisite NDRF teams, Army teams, and Air Force support to all the flood, landslides, cloudburst affected states. During this year's monsoon, there was a maximum deployment of 199 teams of the NDRF in the 30 states and union territories for rescue and relief operations. At least 9 devotees were killed and several others injured in a stampede at the Sri Venkateswara Swami Temple in Kasibuga, Sri Lakum district on November 1. The incident occurred during Ekadashi in the holy month of Kartika Masam, when an unexpectedly large number of devotees arrived for darshan. Initial reports indicate that the temple, which has a capacity of around 2,000 people, experienced a sudden surge of nearly 25,000 devotees. The crowd became unmanageable, resulting in a stampede as worshippers pushed forward. Srikakulam District Superintendent of Police K.V. Maheshwara Reddy said the temple was built recently on a private land without proper permissions. Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed grief over the tragedy and announced an ex gratia of Rs 2 lakh to each of the families of the deceased and Rs 50,000 to those injured in the incident. Chief Minister and Chandrababu Naidu directed officials to ensure immediate medical aid and relief. Naidu said the temple was constructed and operated by a private individual and accused the organizers of not informing the police or local authorities about the event. The CM said that a probe has been ordered into the incident and assured that strict action will be taken against those responsible. Well, viewers, that's it for this week's news recap. For more news like this, you stay connected to Global Window. Goodbye.